Hey everyone, this is Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and I am here with a refresh video for you. So this is the layout I want to redo, and I thought it would be a little more interesting to explain why I want to redo them in a little more detail. So normally looking at this layout, I don't hate the layout. There's a lot of things I do like about it, but flipping through my album, I noticed that this is one that I just quickly flip through. I don't stop at it to look at it. And there's just parts of it that I could redo. Like, I don't like how I use a 6x6 pad instead of a 12x12, so there's lines that cut off. Not the biggest fan about that. And because I used it in an 8.5x11 format, I just find that it's not balanced to me. I love this, how I use this little wood veneer on top of the globe. I really like that. So if I can salvage this, I'd like to salvage it and use it. I love my little clusters of embellishments. That I still like. I love these stars. And I love this little cluster up here. I like the photo. I don't like how difficult it is to slide in and out this hidden journaling. So I will find another way to fix that as well. I think my goal will be either do another 8.5x11 but in a more simplistic style, or I'm going to go into 12x12. So I'm going to go onto Pinterest and find something that catches my eye that I think will look well with this photo. And I really want to document the fact that this photo is so neat and exciting to me because Jackson took it. Complete accident. It was on my phone and he just happened to press the button. We were looking at each other and he just hit the button. I'm like, oh, you took a photo. So I just want to document that a little bit more so that the story is a little bit more meaningful than just a pretty page with pretty papers. So I'll get you on fast forward and I will insert the inspiration I'm going to use with it, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks everyone. Alrighty, so the first thing you're going to see is where I'm going to put the photo within my album. Quick look. Just wanted to show you what the colors I'm using, and I'm going to use the Bright and Pure collection from Studio Calico, just pointing out the pieces that I decided to use because I did already cut them out. So basically I used the piece of gray to back my photo, the yellow for a little pop of color, and then the teal and the coral colors to be my main colors, with the black polka dot and the black striped paper to help kind of balance the whole layout and make it all tie in together, because I do use some black thickers in this layout. I love that black polka dot. It's so neat. And I am following the inspiration piece that I showed you right before as well. And then the last piece that I did use from the collection, I cut apart a piece that had these adorable clouds, and they were smiley face clouds, and then a few of them said, "What a beautiful day." So I cut apart that as well. And I am now going to show you that I printed the word baby on the 4 pieces of pattern paper I wanted to use. Of course, cut out me actually fussy cutting it, because who wants to see that? And I did take from the inspiration the title, and so I stitched around each of the letters there and then placed Selfie on the bottom. I love this. This is a really neat look, and I was really excited about how I did that. So I'm just showing you there that I stitched that up and that I did my journaling. I just traced it with my ruler and then wrote it out. It basically says exactly what it said in my old layout. I just kind of added a little bit more fluff to it so that it fit all the lines the way I wanted it to. I'm going to now add those clouds I talked about, one right above where it says Selfie. And the routine, which was on the old layout, I am putting back to kind of cover up the teal, so you can tell the teal overlaps, but it's not looking like a funny angle there. I then decided it's missing something. It needs a little bit more of that coral color because it's only in 2 spots and it's not working. So I'm going to try a few different pieces. I tried to use the Amy Tan. Most of it doesn't make it on the layout, though I do try it. Though I found a arrow that worked well, and so I know that that does make it on. And oh, I was freaking out when that little piece landed on my paper, because these are like, I think once they're stuck kind of pieces. So I was really afraid when I saw that, but thankfully it lifted up and there was no tearing of my layout. I was also thinking about doing some mixed media, but I leaned against not doing it because I loved the way the layout had turned out so much that I didn't want to ruin it. So I didn't do any mixed media on this layout either. It's all just paper and pretties. So here's that arrow I was talking to you about. I knew that it worked because it was black, so just trying to decide where on the layout I want it to go. And in the end, it's going to go up by my face right there, kind of just point towards the photo there. I thought that was a good place for it. And then I'm going to bring in the Create Paper Wonder collection and pick a couple pieces from there. The first one I'm going to do is this, I think it says Wild and Free or Wild Spirit. I thought it worked well because there is that third piece of coral. That's exactly what I needed. So I just put it underneath my title. And then I pick out a couple more pieces, I think. I think I pick another arrow in the teal to put by the arrow that's already up there, just to kind of help, again, it's a balancing act when I do my embellishments, right? I want the colors to all be where they're supposed to be and make it look well. So yes, there is that arrow I'm going to place down right there. And then I'm not sure what else I do here because I'm pretty close to the end of my layout. Oh, I do know. I am missing a couple pieces of the adorable little clouds, and so I'm going to play around, and you're going to see that I grab those clouds to try to place them somewhere, figure out where they want to go, and as I'm playing around, I put one of them on the other letters, and I'm like, oh, this is adorable. I definitely need to do this. So I'm going to do that as well. You're going to see that in just a moment. And then that beautiful day right there that you're seeing me move around, I end up putting it down at the bottom, right below the Wild Spirit, and that looks really neat too. I love that. So I was able to at least use one of the words there. And here come the clouds. I'm telling you, they're coming. Here it is. So I'm trying it in a few different places first, but like I said, in the end, that piece is going to go right down in the corner of that bee, which I think is really neat. It looks like it's kind of hiding and popping out behind that bee, which I love. I didn't actually stitch the pattern paper. I just stitched around it, so I was able to tuck it. And then the other cloud is going to go right on top of that bee. And that is going to do it for my layout. I come back live to kind of explain to you the little pieces that I loved and what I love so much about my layout. So thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll be back live in just a moment.
Okay, so here's my finished layout, and I love it. I like it so much. The only thing you missed from the video was I added these two little chipboard arrows, and then I added a few rub-ons from my Heidi Swap thing that I own, and it's just random little embellishments. So I did add that. Everything else you saw. I loved the stitching effect, and I even messed up, like when I printed it, I wasn't thinking, and when I printed the letters, they were upside down. But in the end, I actually really love how there's a bigger bump at the top. It's very playful, so I really like that. And I love the little added hints of black. And all in all, this layout just makes me very happy. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye!